we did our Sundown Town project on Carteret Borough, located in northeast section of Middlesex County on the border of Staten Island. It was part of Woodbridge Township until 1906, when an act of legislative passed and became Borough of Roosevelt. In 1922, the name was changed to Borough of Carteret. The history of Carteret dates back to pre-Revolutionary era. The current population is 23,994, and it is a primarily suburban area. Carteret Borough has 5 schools, 3 elementary schools, 1 middle school, and 1 high school. There is roughly 3,500 students within all of the 5 schools combined. The racial enrollment of different subgroups show 15% white, 23% blacks, 39.6% Hispanic, 21.4% Asian, 0.1% Pacific Islander, and 0.2% of 2 or more race.
We looked into the census data to see if it was in fact a sundown town. The 1910 population was in total 5,785 people, with only 12 blacks residing in the borough. In 1920, the population was 11,047 people residing within the borough, and 38 were black residents. In 1930, the population was 13,339 people total in the borough, while only 370 residing in the borough were black. In 1940, the population was 11,976, while only 386 residents were black. In 1950, the borough's population was 13,030 people, and 456 of those residents were black. In 1960, the population was 20,502 people in the borough total, and 613 residents were black. In 1970, the population was 23,137, and 764 residents were black. In 1980, the population was 20,598, and the black population was 870. In 1990, the population of Carteret Borough was 18,949, with 1,108 residents being black. In 2000, the population was 20,612 total, with 1,975 of the residents being black. In 2010, the population was 22,844 total, with 3,393 residents who were black. This graph visually represents the total historical population of the borough of Carteret by year according to the census data we found.
Through our research, we found that in 1926, white mobs burned churches and attacked Negro families during riots in Carteret, New Jersey. As a result of the riots, all Negroes left town. The rioting followed the indictment of Robert Ducrest, a Negro, for the murder of John Carroll, a white boxer. The departure had to be temporary, though, because blacks were back in the 1930 census. Robert Minor, the white communist, wrote about Carteret in 1926, which he stated, in which armed whites drove out the entire black population from the town, burned a black church, and generally conducted an organized reign of terror of the sort which America calls a race riot.
Is Carteret Borough a sundown town?
Yes! We found that Carteret Borough was in fact a sundown town, based on our research from the census data we compiled and the articles we found about the race riots that took place within Carteret itself, in addition to statements made by residents about black residents themselves.